Hi, I'm Coach Tracy Roberts, and I'm going to be the Golf Channel's newest instructor. I'm a PGA professional, a published author, and a national golf radio host. Welcome to beautiful Southern California, where today I'm going to help you improve your game. Let's face it, golf's a simple game. Put this ball in a hole. Simple. Unfortunately for us, we've had people throughout the years make it a lot more complicated for us, day after day, tip after tip, actually confusing us more than helping us. Well, today we're going to take care of that. Today I'm going to teach you a go-to shot, a simple motion that's going to allow you to be more effective around the greens, which will build momentum in your round and lower your scores. Now, to help us, I've set up some intermediate targets. First, you're going to notice that there's a line about a quarter of the way to our target. You'll also see a line about halfway to our target. What makes this shot simple is we're not going to worry about getting to the hole itself. We're going to aim at these intermediate targets, which is going to free us up to make a better swing. Now, the key to this shot is we're going to keep it in a simple step-by-step way to make you more effective. To start with, I'm going to show you how to hit this shot with an 8-iron. That's right, an 8-iron. Now, it would be just as effective with a 7-iron, but today we're going to use this 8. And our target is going to be that quarter of the way line that I have set up. Now, it's a very easy checklist, step-by-step way to hit this shot, so there's no confusion, and even I can figure it out. Well, here we go. First step, we've got to set the club facing our target. I see people all the time. They're hitting the ball to the right, and they can't figure out why until I lift up their club, and that's right where it's pointing. Or conversely, they hit it to the left because it's pointing over there. So what we're going to do is we're going to make sure that our club face is sitting right at our target. Now, this shot breaks a little left, so our target is a little left of the hole. Our second step, very simple. We're going to keep our feet fairly close together, about a club head width apart. Nice and simple. Our third step is we're going to take our body and we're going to turn to the left just a little bit, keeping the ball right in the center of our stance. Now, if you're wondering how far do I need to turn left, it's simple. If somebody were to call your name, "Hey coach," you turn to the left, that's all the farther you want. I'm not going to bore you with percentages of angles and geometry. After all, we all struggle with that in school. So just turn to the left a little bit. So we've got our club face, we've got our feet close together, and we're turning to the left just a little bit. Next step, we're going to sit down, just like there's a stool back here behind us. Our back's going to be nice and straight. We're not going to give it the old man or old woman pose. We're just going to keep our back straight and sit down. Then, very, very important step. Once we've gone through those three, we're going to take our sternum, the center of our chest, and we're going to move it in front of the ball. What that's going to do is put more weight on our front foot than our back. It's also going to create a shaft angle that's going to allow us to hit down and through the shot. Now, you don't have to worry about shaft angle. You don't have to worry about any of that. All you have to worry about is move your chest in front of the ball. And then the last part, it's easy. We're going to hit it. We're going to be gripping down on the club, and we're going to have a triangle that's formed with our chest and our arms, and we're just going to turn back and through and brush the grass. Notice, the hands do nothing. I like that part. So we set up with our club face, feet about a club head width apart. We're going to turn to the left a little bit. We're going to sit down on that stool, and very important now, we're going to move that sternum in front of the ball. And then all we have to do, take a quick look at our intermediate target, rock those shoulders, and look at that. Ooh, right next to the hole. Gotta love that. Now here's the good news. That's a go-to shot. Everything's done before you hit the ball. I can also do the same shot with my pitching wedge. Now I know a lot of you guys freak out about hitting your pitching wedge around the green. That's why the 8-iron is a great choice for you, especially you beginner golfers. But we can go through the same steps with our pitching wedge and be just as effective, but instead of landing it a quarter of the way, we're going to land it halfway. So again, let's go through those steps just so everybody remembers. Club face, pointing at the target. Not right, not left, at our target. Feet, about a club head width apart, so we have good balance. We're going to turn to the left slightly, just like somebody called their name. Then we're going to sit down on that stool. And then the very, very important part is we're going to move that sternum in front of the ball. Then it's very simple. Rock those shoulders back and through and brush the grass. And it should look something like this. Look at that, halfway. Now what's great about the pitching wedge is it'll fly a little bit higher and roll out a little bit less. I will say this, one last tip for you rookie golfers. If you can't choose between the two clubs, go with the 8-iron. There's a greater margin for error. You too can be effective with this shot with an 8-iron just as much as that pitching wedge. Now you have one shot, two different targets that you can go to around the greens. No confusion, and we've kept it simple. Well, once again, I'm Tracy Roberts, and I'm going to be the Golf Channel's newest instructor. Hi, I'm Tracy Roberts, and I'm going to be the Golf Channel's newest instructor. Today, I've missed the green again, and it looks like we've got a pretty tough lie. Well, a lot of times people get confused on which club to hit. We're going to make it simple for you today. We're going to say bye-bye lob wedge, bye-bye missed lob shot. We're going to hit a simple shot, one that we can get just onto the green and let roll out of this lie. We're going to take our club face, we're going to set it right at our target. We're going to put our feet fairly close together, about a club head width apart. Then we're going to turn to the left slightly. Wonder how much? Just like if somebody said, hey coach, and they ask you to turn. That's all the farther. Then we're going to sit like there's a stool back behind us, keeping our back nice and straight, no rounded shoulders, nice and straight. Then, very, very important, we're going to take our sternum and move it ahead of the ball. Get our hands with our sternum ahead of the ball. Make sure you heard that, folks. Then it's simple. Rock the shoulders back and through. The ball's going to pop out and go right to your target. So here we go. Look at that, right to the target. So there you have a simple shot, less margin for error that you can get up and down with on a regular basis. I'm Tracy Roberts, and I look forward to seeing you on the Golf Channel.